This is Renat Zabaila for innermind.org. Today I'm at Volta 2016 and I happen to come across a really innovative Ethiopian artist by the name Dawit. Hi, Dawit.
Hi.
Talk a little bit about your art. Like, how you started out, like, how long have you been painting, and, what do you want to say with these magnificent pieces?
Okay. I began my art since when I was child, but when I was second year student, I joined fine art school, and since then when I graduate fine art school, I just experimental. I do when I finished the art school, but later after 5 years, 6 years, I start to analyze. When you get in the society, you so many questions in your mind when you start to live in the society, as a student and as you live with your life, it's very different. And so when I get into society, I have a lot of questions, my work is changing like social critics. So when I begin this social critics, it's so many things happen in the developing country.
I see. So your art is a criticization of society, like in modern times. Is that my
That's,
understanding?
yeah, yes, because of these technologies, it's interrupt the social life in developing country. The system is not fitting with our culture and our social lives, and this transformation in technology, it comes fast, and it's changing the culture and the social life is fast. So this is what we can see. As an artist, I have a chance to see the problem, and the ordinary people, they live their own life with the work, and they couldn't recognize it. But in the social life in Ethiopia before, so people, they speak together, they eat together, the social life is very interesting. But nowadays with the technology, it's changing very fast, and people becoming lonely and becoming individualist, with this Facebook and social media, so on. And I see in my own point of view, the social life and the history becoming forgotten. So my issue is to raise the question, and people discuss about it, the social life and the technologies. And it makes awareness for the people. I don't mean this technology or science, it's not right or it's not bad. It's good, but we have to be fleeter when we accept it. It's if it's that, we can really changing our culture and share what we have for the world.
I
But
see.
if yeah,
So your art is for the people of Ethiopia, or like who do
for
you
all, I mean,
create
of
this
course,
art? I mean, your gallery represents you in Britain, right?
yeah,
Am I correct? Yeah.
yeah.
Like, have you been showing in Ethiopia for many years, and then you got picked up by a gallery in Britain,
Yeah.
or how did that happen? Like, how did it happen for you in the beginning? When did
Yeah.
you first start showing in exhibiting?
Abroad. I mean, I started to work and to exhibit my work in Ethiopia. I born and I learned there. So it's so many years I work in Ethiopia, and internationally when I get my galleries Christine, in social media, incredibly, because it's as I
Through
told you,
social media, you mean?
social media.
So
So I
they
critique
noticed
it,
you.
yeah.
They noticed you through social media. Yet
As
you
I said.
criticize social media. It's kind of like
Yeah, because we,
it's a
we, we
cycle, isn't it?
cannot we cannot we cannot really.
We cannot function without social media.
Of course.
Yet
But what's
it's
my
affecting
aim?
us.
Yeah, it's affecting us. As I told you, I see it this with the two things. Social media and technologies. It's of course it's helping us, but if we don't know proper how to use it properly, it's damaging us. We lose our culture and your identity, and you cannot really functional. So it's we as I told you, I made Christian with social media. I use it really consciously, how for the work and to meet people, and I give a time for that. And I don't want to really lose the social life, and I don't want to really forget the history. I don't want to really forget my past. My my experience before.
The roots, right.
Yeah, the roots. So this is very important as personally and as a country also. And so it's this developing country. This is what I discussed before. The one guy here, he came, and when I told him these things, it happened before 100 years in the same problem in this America, you know.
Social media
The
problem?
social, this is technology things. When the technology things, it comes very fast. It's affecting the social lives. You know, that's what happened now in developing country in Africa, in my country, in Ethiopia.
That way, let's talk a little bit about this particular piece. What are you trying to say in this particular piece? I noticed there's quite a few of human figures, but they're with the backside towards the audience. What are you trying to portray? Like, and there's this is a collage, I take it, right? This is like this is some kind of document, right? Talk about this particular piece and what inspired you to make this series of work.
Yeah, as I told you, I'm doing it is this social critics, and I take the question this about the history. So when I want to do these issues, I try to find a really good image to express this idea or this issue. So I choose the back, you know.
Why back? What do you mean by that?
In back it means it's like jerba. We call it jerba in Amharic. It means jerba. So it means it gives you like a background. It's what you done before.
Okay. So this is not in a way saying that, you know, this woman does not want to face me directly at a human level. She's doing it through social media. You get it? Like it's a colder approach to get in touch with the audience. So like facing it backwards is kind of in a way saying that it's not a direct human way of communication.
Yeah, what really I want to do with this image, really, okay, for example, me, I see the future, you know, but when I stand here, I pass so many things in the back. So I want to people, they have to be remember and to conscious about what they are doing, what they are coming, the history, what we are experiencing before. So if we don't remember that, we cannot pass, we cannot really face to the future. Right. So that's what my question is that. It means that the history.
If you don't remember the past, you have no future, basically.
Yeah. You don't have a future. So that's what I want to do, this image at the back.
I see. And there's like license plates. Your gallerist told me about the license plates that you portray in every piece of the work. And like, what did you want to show with these, like the document up there? It's actually a real document, right?
Yeah. Document. Okay, when I started the bag or jerba, my series, I was starting with just human backside, but later I tried to add the image of what people they use it currently, and this plate number what we have in Ethiopia in the car, and 4 for the government, 2 for the private car, and 3 for the merchant, and 5 for the NGOs and so on. So each number it's represents this type of
car.
Yeah. So it's expressing also the personality, the profession and level. So all we have the numbers. You know, this time it's the technology, like the mobile numbers, and these codes and house number, and everyone they have a number. So that's why I give the plate number. Yeah. So it's like my signature now, and I use the collage because of the history. You know, one time normally I do collage in my painting, but I cover it for the texture to see this. But
so this is all
this,
canvas,
yeah,
right?
all the canvas. But inside there is a collage to make this texture.
Oh, I see. So it's actually there's paper that's being glued onto the canvas
And I painted the
to get the texture.
Yeah, those documents it's related with the history. and I collected from the market. It's old houses there.
You can actually buy these.
I buy it.
Yeah.
Because in Ethiopia we are now transformation. It's developing, and this the science is the technology is really the transformation is becoming very fast, and the old people is demolished, and building is they build the new buildings. So with these old houses, the old documents they get and destroyed. So I buy it. I collect it. I use it the document like archive.
Historical.
Yeah,
Right.
historical. I use it like archive. I it's helping my painting like a signature, but at the same time I protect this historical document.